wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before. I like me better, I like me better.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So on today's episode, let me tell you about how life is trying Shanine today. This is my last video that I'm filming for the day, so I want to go put on the sweatshirt because I'm going to the gym right after this. So I put the sweatshirt on. Tell me why my wig just started to slip back. Now, I'm pretty sure I told y'all. I only glue like this part down. Sides be giving real, don't let it be a windy day. So I go to slide it down, I feel it start to slide back, and I'm like, really? Like, you couldn't just let me get through this one last thing that I have to film today and go about my business. You know, if I gotta wear a head wrap on top to go to the gym, who cares? But really, so if you noticed that, no you didn't, okay? Mind your business. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see, unfortunately, I am here to tell you about another makeup brand that seems to have not made it during this weird time that businesses are going through right now. If you guys remember the brand called Vesca Beauty, I want to say 2017, 2018, somewhere around there. It was around that time where, you know, brands didn't have to do that whole 60 shades, 100 shades, 50 shades. Look at us, we're inclusive. We remember black people exist. Look at this. Especially when it comes to bronzers. You're a real OG subscriber. If you remember the video that I did on some Natasha Denona bronzer palette, where you could see what it looked like on Sephora's website, and then I bought it in real life and swatched it on my arm, and it was giving pixie dust. It was giving, you know, you're cleaning out the vacuum filter. It was not giving, this is the same bronzer that you're seeing on Sephora's website. That's also around the time that I did like the first, or maybe it was 2018, maybe 19? Somewhere around there. You know, swatching bronzers because these brands are catfishing. Around the same time, Prime Beauty, you know, they are a black owned company with a bronzer line that, you know, deeper complexions can actually use as bronzer. Well, there was this brand called Vesca Beauty, and around the same time as all that, they came out with their own line of bronzers, and I did a video on them as well. And again, they had like a range. I think they came out with 7 or 8 bronzers, somewhere around there. And I was really impressed with that, you know, especially that being your first product as a new brand. I was like, okay, can't wait to see where this brand goes. Well, yesterday I was on Instagram and I was scrolling my timeline and I saw this announcement from the brand. So it's the initial post that just says, we're closing. And then it says, to our Vesca Beauties, today we're announcing that after 3 years, basically 2019, today we're announcing that after 3 years of creating high quality and inclusive makeup products, we've had to make the heartbreaking decision to close down Vesca Beauty in the coming months. We're proud of the community and have been so inspired by the stunning makeup creations and fun collaborations that came from it. Many small businesses have had a hard time picking back up due to the past pandemic, and unfortunately Vesca Beauty is one of them. While it's sad to say goodbye, we're hoping that Vesca will live on and you'll continue to love our cruelty-free and vegan primers, bronzers, highlighters, cream shadows, and lip oils. But that being said, we'll be discounting all the products on our website at 15% off. Once the products are sold out, they'll be gone for good. We truly appreciate all of your support and are thankful that many of you have believed in Vesca until the very end. To anyone that has ever had the chance to work with us, feature us, we're grateful that you shared your talent and we can't wait to see what you grow into. To all our loyal and new customers, we hope you remember us wherever you glow. Keep doing amazing things with love, Team Vesca. It seems the caption pretty much says the same thing. It's time to say goodbye. They've made a couple posts since then, and ironically, that is the most I've ever seen them on my timeline. Like, since they've announced that they're closing down, they posted 4 times. That I'm looking at the timeline, I'm seeing the posts that are on here. I've never seen any of these, like just scrolling through the timeline. But now, after announcing that they're closing, I'm seeing, you know, each post that they're making. They did post another one that says, thank you beauties. For easier shopping, we'll be posting our available products on our feed and updating the captions as they sell out. As always, more information will be available on vescabeauty.com. Okay, so all 7 of the Kissed by Soft Matte bronzing powders are available. When's the last time before that post? Oh, like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 3 days ago, 4. So it's like, it's not like Some brands were like, you can notice something was up because they stopped posting. They were still posting, but I'm telling you, I literally, like, scrolling, never saw any of this on my timeline. October 14th, like, they were still posting. As always with any type of video like this, that is very unfortunate that they have to shut down. You know, you never want to, like, take joy in the fact that a whole bunch of people probably are going to lose their jobs, their income in the upcoming months. But looking at it, like, you know, how the public received it, am I surprised? I'm always surprised. I'm always surprised. Could I see why that might have happened? Kind of. I feel like, especially when you're an independent brand, you know, an indie brand like that, I feel like just coming out of the gate, like, there's a greater chance that it's just not going to work out, unfortunately. But looking at the stuff that they've launched since those bronzers, off the top of my head, if I had to think, like, what products do Vesca sell, I would say they sell bronzers, confidently. Like, yes, the first thing I think of when I think of that brand. Okay, what else? Then I might start tripping on my tongue a little bit. And mind you, like, I've tried everything, I believe, that they've come out with. So for one, it's giving some of it wasn't that memorable. Like, once I remember it, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. And two, that thing that we talk about when a brand is really only known for, like, one thing and they only do that one thing really well. The bronzers, literally, like, 10 out of 10. Really nice bronzers. They did come out with those primers. Now that I think about it, I remember trying them. I know they came out with the highlighters. I know they came out with those lip oils. I tried all of them. Out of everything that they've launched, the bronzers are the only ones that I could confidently say, like, yes, absolutely. Everything else, it's like, it's good. You know, I think really the highlighters are the only ones where, and some of the primers are the ones where I'm like, yeah, you know. But everything else is just kind of like, it's okay. And with this type of market, the way that it is right now, you gotta be better than okay. Especially if you are a smaller brand. Like, you have to be amazing. You have to be one of those brands where every time you are launching something new, people are like, yes, I'm lined up, I'm ready to go, I wanna try it. I mean, it doesn't help them that they pretty much launched shortly before the pandemic happened and all that, because you could say, well, maybe it's the fact that you didn't put anything else out that caught people's eyes like that. But you gotta keep in mind that at the time, you know, when it comes to production, when it comes to warehouses, you know, you can't go outside, all of that stuff, that also probably hindered any plans that they had for stuff that they wanted to come out. They did utilize, you know, influencers. I did find out about some of the stuff from influencers, so it's not like they weren't trying. Sometimes it just really does not work out like that for some of the brands. I think it's kind of a combination of all of that. You know, sometimes brands be like, yeah, it was the pandemic, and you're like, I kind of noticed the decline a little bit before, you know, Kavika set in. But it's not. But I think this is a brand that if they said, you know, like, the pandemic really hurt us, the pandemic really hurt them. Because once again, they are a small brand, you know, so out of the gate, they already had a slimmer chance. They weren't that known. I mean, there are some of you who probably clicked on this video who were like, I want to know the brands that you're talking about, but once you hear me say the brand that I'm talking about, you're kind of like, oh, I don't quite recall. So they were new, they weren't that known. They really only had, like, one, like, bestseller, like, oh my god, I need to know about this, I need to talk about that. They didn't really have the chance to put out that many products and, like, really wow people with the stuff. And then if you look at the product that they did put out, it didn't really hit like that. You know, if they had launched, like, now, I think with the whole, like, clean girl aesthetic, because, you know, especially the packaging of the brand and the idea that they promote and stuff like that, and, you know, the rise of TikTok and all that, maybe it would have been different for them. But I just think all of that combined together was just too much for the brand, and that is why they unfortunately have to close down. Do I see, like, a comeback or, like, them fixing this, something like that? I would assume every brand tries that, you know, tries being bought out, tries anything that they have to do so that they do not have to close down. Do I think it'll happen for them? Again, at the end of the day, like, we always say, like, yes, we would like that to happen for them, But also, I think some of the reasons that they closed down might also be some of the reasons that anyone else might shy away from saving it, you know, because that is a very big investment. Like, it's not the same thing as trying to, you know, save Revlon. It's Revlon. Was Revlon the one that had the issue? I believe it was Revlon. But like, that's a legacy brand, you know, like that. If you try saving that, you're like, okay, well, people know this brand. There are loyal customers of this brand. I could do this, I could do that, because they already have that recognition. They already have that name. It's kind of easier to save something that, you know, like kind of built itself, as opposed to trying to save something that, again, you know, not that many people know of, and not that many people are as loyal and as diehard fans type thing. So the answer is always, you know, like, I would hope so, that it can be saved. If it will, we'll have to just wait and see in the future. Like they said, they do have 15% off on everything that is available in the store. Listen, you know, at the end of the day, like, I'm still a consumer. So if you're having those, like, everything must go, it needs to be like 70% off, everything must go. Okay, listen, call me petty, I don't care, but it would probably move faster if you did that as opposed to 15% off. Because any company, any website, especially, you know, like, oh, sign up for our emails and you'll get 10 to 15% off. You're giving me the tax off. You're giving me like shipping off with that percentage, but you know. Anyway, so that is it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this brand having to shut down. Is it a brand that you know of? For one, is it a brand that you like? For two, could you see something like this coming for them? Moving forward, like, would you want it to be saved? How could you see it would be saved? Let me know all of that in the comments down below. To the people who tagged me, I might not have responded. Again, I lost your comments in them, but I did see it. So thank you for letting me know. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I had to make sure because it just felt like it was popping up while I was talking. I'm gonna take it off by the end of the day, but like, again, it could have just gave me a little something.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.